All along this endless wood, this land of magic and mystery, of history and loss, each of us is carrying a burden that weighs heavy upon the soul, not just of ourselves but of our world, a burden that connects us, entangles us, and entwines us, but brings us all that closer to being one, even as each of us is still drowning. Good morning, afternoon, and or evening, all those forest folk of the Endless Wood, and welcome back to Neon Lights Roleplay. More specifically, welcome back to Steel and Arbor, our little humble wood adventure. I'm Foxy. I use he/they pronouns, and I'll be your narrator for the duration of the stream, but I'm blessed to have a lovely table of incredibly wonderful furry found friends around me, and I can tell you all about their great deeds, incredible relationships, and the world around them, but I think they're a little bit better doing that for themselves. So, friends, any order that I call you out, why don't you go ahead and tell me who you are, who you're playing this evening, and how you are feeling about tonight's session. Let's start with the incomparable Lucian.
Hey, why you do that? The moment you say my name, I forget what you asked us to say. Every single time this happens to me.
That sounds like a you problem and not a me problem.
Listen, it is, but you always pick me first because you know this happens.
You should be better.
I'm Lucian. I'll be playing Thagstrubs, our Rune Knight Fighter Hedge, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back in the Endless Woods, you know? Maybe we'll finally get to the Leyshrine.
You know? Only time will tell, friend. Literally. But besides that, I agree. It is in fact wonderful to be back. Swinging on back around to my dear and personal friend, Michelle.
Oh, hello. It's me, Michelle. Today I'll be playing Coral of the Floodlands Delta Tribe. Our otter folk, armor, artificier, inventor, and explorer. Let's get along.
You are all those things. And we'll hopefully give you plenty to explore today.
Yes.
Over and up next, to someone that my mother has personally said will be invited to every family occasion we throw as long as he's around, it's Landa Dan.
I would have been. I was half expecting you to break for Tate there. I was like, wait, when did that happen?
Be like, wow,
Hey.
I'm a Foxy.
Yeah, it's like
very generous.
I didn't know your mom knew him that well. But hey, I'm Landa Dan. I'm playing Adla Tamoya, our Oath of the Hospitalier Paladin Gerbine that has way more syllables than Lucian's description, and I'm jealous that it's just so much easier to say.
Listen, we can't all be Rune Knight Fighter.
It's true. Sometimes it's easy. Hedge.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's easy for some of us, and other times it's not. And of course, last but certainly very far from least, we pass it over to the one and only Neon Lights exclusive, Tate Washburn.
Hello, Twitch. And hello, Internet. My name is Tate Washburn, and today I am playing Coriander de Clement, the rogue scout, the deeply effective and competent rogue scout who still just doesn't know how to talk to people. I'm gonna have a good time playing today, so long as my voice doesn't give out. If I sound a little scratchier than normal, I'm sorry, but thankfully you can't catch a cold over the internet, so.
It's all right. You're just method acting because it's, it's been a rough couple of days, obviously, but, that's...
It has, in fact, for Corey in particular.
It's true. You did get shot. That did happen.
Like, real big.
Speaking of which, last time... No, I'm kidding. That's a horrible segue. I can do better than that. But, firstly, passing some love on to our dear and lovely Sarekalat, playing our incredible Katya Musteya, who will be joining us later on this evening, so please don't go anywhere until she gets here, because you'd be sad if you missed her. But aside from that, as we settle ourselves back into session, let's talk a little bit about what happened last time, shall we? Still on the road towards the East Leyshrine, hoping to find some answers to what could have happened to awaken the ancient sentinel Alyawea, who of course stampeded through Narth. Our heroes had a bit of a detour, as after having their own encounter with a group of bandits, some of whom were wielding long guns, they came across the camp of what appeared to have been a single adventurer, who also clearly came across those same brigands, unfortunately, less successfully. After examining the body and the incident and the camp and their belongings, our group realized this individual was in fact a young member of the Scouts League, out on another quest looking for a Leyshrine, and unfortunately not coming across much. Not for a Leyshrine, looking for a keystone, and unfortunately not coming across much. They were of course going to return to the city of Dyesvale, where our party already has other business, and the parties decided they might try to bring those belongings back to at least pass on some word if they can. That, however, will have to wait, because there is, of course, still a Leyshrine to get to. Nonetheless, our party took a bit of a pause to bury and provide some solace for the dead, to give their solemn regards for those who have been lost, and to prepare themselves for an evening of their own rest. Thankfully, less eventful rest. And hopefully, after that night of rest, you can all make some more progress. So, friends, I'll tell you a couple of things. First things first, it's roughly midday at this point. You've gotten a full evening of rest. You woke up, had your first meal amongst your comrades, and took yourselves back on about the road, and have been traveling for the better part of today headed east. You've made pretty good time, especially given that getting this far east, you're starting to hit parts of the wood that are a lot less charted, for lack of a better term. For any of you who have been around or near this area, you know that this is mostly because the Leyshrines, despite being incredibly important artifacts and places of power for the Endless Wood, they are also hallowed. You don't go there unless you have a reason to go there. And that's very few people who find themselves with a genuine reason to go to visit the Leyshrines. So the roads you're going to be traveling here are certainly going to be less well-trod than other roads you've tread. And as such, you're going to need to rely somewhat on your own skills to navigate and survive the environment and make sure you get there as much in one piece as you can. The second thing I'll let you know is that Katya seems to be missing again.
Corey, at this point, she seems to make her way back, and probably can yell out enough that if she's in trouble, we'll hear, so. I do think Corey is also a little preoccupied with just, the cornerstones and Leyshrines and just trying to, I think it's a topic he's actually pretty not knowledgeable on. He knows the basics, what everyone does, so he's also thinking about that and, the visit he had a while ago. And just, very preoccupied, so he's not worried as much about his friends.
Sometimes you're a bit lost in thought. Totally fair. And I think it's totally valid for you to be having some thoughts around, what the information you've gained and gathered. Because like you said, Corey, you might only know the basics, but again, the same thing that everyone else knows. The Leyshrines are tied to the Sentinels, somehow. The Keystones are believed to be tied to the Leyshrines, and thus by that, through to the Sentinels. Whether it lets you control them, gain power through them, or communicate with them, or some other thing, unknown. But it is known, or at least relatively believed, that power connects you to the Sentinels and to the Leyshrine somehow. The reason why no one knows is because, at least as far as everybody else knows, no one's ever found a keystone. Mm-hmm. However, what you most certainly know now is that that's not exactly true.
Yeah, and I don't know if Corey has a sense of who in the team would know more. Because Tate, do not know who would know more than that. But feels like Coral would be a good bet, maybe? Or at least for Corey, that's about as close as it gets.
I mean, above table, Coral does in fact have at least some connection to Arcana Objective Us, who are the group that you're mostly interested in right now, so...
Yeah, although I think his logic is knowledge about Leyshrines, cornerstones, archaeology stuff.
Well, she's also really smart about those things, so...
Yeah. So I think in a way that's trying to be casual, which we can decide how successful he is at that, during the walk to Coral, it's so this guy was looking for a stone? And you have to forgive me, Foxy, it is called cornerstones?
Is a keystone.
Keystone, thank you. Sorry. It's looking for a keystone? I'm not sure exactly what... I know what that is, but not really.
Well, You're in the same boat as the rest
Coral,
of us.
how long do you have?
In fact, the funny thing is that we've all seemed to come to the same conclusion that keystones exist and that they're connected to the Leyshrines without any sort of evidence to back it up.
And that's because no one has found one in a long time? Or like ever? That's what I don't. Like, is this a theoretical thing? Or we only have records of that I just don't know?
Coral, how exact your answer to that's going to be depending on the result of a history check. Could you please roll one for me?
Sure. Will do. Give me a sec. As I find
Take your
my
time.
history. Of which my history is really, really bad. So unless you'd like me to roll an Arcana instead.
I'll allow Arcana here.
Alright, give me a hot
Because
sec.
this is kind of the magical theory behind it, you could say.
Mm-hmm. I'll allow Arcana here, certainly. They'll give you different answers, definitely, but in the same vein.
Let's see. Well, I mean, my history is not half bad either. It's just I have proficiency in Arcana. So,
Whichever one you feel is appropriate.
how about this? I'll do history first, and if you want to ask about magical stuff, I'll roll Arcana.
Look at me. Hit it.
That's a 6.
The 6.
That is a 6.
So,
Not great.
I'll say that what you know, Coral, is that there is, for lack of better term, an archaeological record that at least does somewhat validate the theory that the keystones, A, exist, and B, have some connection to the Leyshrine. A lot of, just like similar to those dioramas and those images and hieroglyphics you saw inside the old hollow, there are records and things that depict ancient people of some kind clearly holding some device, some object around what looks to be representations of the Leyshrines. Now, only some of those murals and frescoes actually depict beings or symbols that could be the sentinels around the Leyshrines, which is why it's not really known exactly if that connection is 100% or what the keystones actually let you do in regard to the sentinel. But you know that, again, for lack of a better term, the archaeological record does exist that at least gives some credence to the theory.
Okay.
But to answer the question of, like, has anyone not held a keystone in a while or ever? It's effectively ever.
Yeah.
If someone has ever held a keystone, they did so in an age before modern history.
Yeah, okay. So it's like a prehistory sort of a deal.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, I think at this, Coral sort of like starts flipping through her notebook, and like starts pulling out like rather, I guess, drawings in her style of the of sort of like some of the murals that she's seen. Like out here, this one place I visited in the west. I think I fell through a desert at one point. Don't worry about it. It's quicksand. But we do have records.
Yeah, Corey, through a desert? Never mind, you're right. I can't get distracted.
Like, just sand everywhere, it's fine. So we have records of the keystone, or what we think is the keystone. Call it a keystone. But as far as I know, no one in recent memory has held a keystone. Has found a keystone. In fact, we've been looking for the keystones, if there are multiple, for, well, an age.
I just don't know if Corey would trust his ability to talk at this point to ask a more pressing question for him. Yeah, you might. Okay. If I need to roll deception for this to not give away the game, you tell me, Foxy. But the question he's going to ask is, how do we know that someone hasn't found it and just not said anything? Like, it's got to be valuable or powerful or important in some way. That's valuable information to hide.
Yeah, let's do a roll off here. Coral, your perception versus Corey's deception.
Okay, my really
Or
crappy
I guess
perception.
more accurately be, yeah.
How's
Just say, I
it
guess
not?
I have a
it's
minus. I have a -1 to deception, so
Oh,
my
God!
God.
I rolled a 9! And you guys...
We're
you
well
rolled a
into
5.
Turns out 9 is in fact still higher than 5, so
Corey
Well, I think-
delivered this like, well, I mean, what if somebody just theoretically like
Speaking.
hypothetically,
you do it more dry.
what
It's
if,
like, well,
and
what if- let's just say somebody found one and didn't say anything, and
so yeah, no, Coral, you definitely know that there's something weird about the fact that Corey is asking that question.
You're oddly invested. Something going on?
I think because of the low deception, Corey is attempting to be like, well, I mean, the guy was looking for it, so there's got to be a reason to, and I don't know how Coral reacts to him clearly continuing to lie. I'd assume maybe she'd press a little bit, like give him a look or something.
You're definitely getting, like, she's not saying anything, but you're definitely getting, like, a raised brow.
Or, like glass is lowered a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
well, I mean, like, it's clearly supposed to be important. Further raised eyebrow. I can't say how I have heard that one might have been found, and I would respect if you didn't press too hard about that. Pretty please.
You just get, like, both eyebrows are completely raised at this point, like, flying up to, like, her forehead, and just... You're lucky you have a cute face.
And I would like to know why someone might not.
You're
Tell
literally
anybody.
getting patted on the head, like reached up. I actually don't know if you're taller than me, but like this, like,
I think that
With
I
the
mean, 'cause
ears,
Coral's kind
probably.
of tall, right?
yeah, Coral.
Yeah, I think we've established that Coral's the tallest.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
Jay-
and it's floppy ears. He's close. Corey is probably pretty close.
yeah.
In height.
You're getting a pat on the head. You're lucky you're cute.
This is the first time someone outside of his immediate family has called Corey cute.
Okay, but like I'm just saying, Corey is adorable.
I know that. He doesn't.
Uh-huh. Yep. Just... If you ever want to ask those kinds of questions, do yourself a favor, and Don't talk to-
Sorry.
don't talk to any of those bloodsuckers out in, where's that place? In Ishamir. They'll be on you like a mosquito.
If I can have one moment of Corey not immediately giving the game away, I may. If you want me to roll for a game, you just be like, "Yeah, all right, yeah, good to know." Try not to be like.
Uh-huh. Alright.
But seriously, though, like, magically important.
Okay, now
Magically powerful?
I will absolutely roll the Arcana check now.
Please.
25!
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
That nat 19.
I have activated.
Just shy of the
I have
crit.
activated your special interest.
All right, Coral, let's talk for a second here, because you know some shit about this, certainly. Let me tell you. If the question is magically important, the answer is objectively yes. It's not even like, there might not be a more magically important item that exists in the Endless Woods than the Keystone. And that's because we know for a fact, and you know for a fact, magic effectively died in this world. Not like literally disappeared, But people forgot magic, forgot how to use it, how to harness it, how to feel it. And it's only really in a couple of generations where it's become a practice again. It's why mages are so rare. You know that what magic does exist in this world persists through places of power, important artifacts, symbolism, concepts. Those things are what hold magic the most. And if that principle is held true across every exploration you've made and every exploration anybody else has made, to the point where it's basically considered fact. The same way we don't think gravity is fully like a fact, but it's basically, locked in as far as that goes. It's that. And if that principle holds true and 100%, the keystones, almost just by virtue of how important they've had to have been in the historical record, must be the single most magically imbued artifacts anyone could find anywhere in the Endless Wood. Whatever they do, they are incredibly powerful.
Now, you know what? I don't think Coral's gonna disguise this conversation at all. Just... Now, the keystones, magically speaking, are potentially, no, they are the most magically imbued artifacts in the Endless Wood. In fact, I would hazard to say the most powerful symbols of magic is what I would hazard to guess. I would hypothesize this. In fact, to find one and have no one notice, well, there's very few places that I could think of where that might happen.
Corey internally sweating. Oh no. She could do process of elimination. Oh no.
Still, if those
It's gonna be so much harder to lie to my bosses. Oh no.
you're
I swear I
literally
didn't say anything.
You're literally hearing as Corla goes, well, I suppose if those arrogant, feathery, egotistical...
I fully thought you were about to say fucks, like those feathery fucks.
Those feathery fucks.
Okay. I mean, am I wrong though?
Listen. I'm just the objective observer. I'm not here to tell anybody about anything. What do you mean?
Anyways, Coral, let's leave it at Coral has not had very good experiences with the Arcana objective boss. But if those folks were ever to find it, they'd probably be shouting it from the roofs.
Corey's not gonna say anything to that. He's just gonna hum like he's letting Coral know he's listening. Just
Either that or...
Look, he is trying his best. He is not... He's a scout, not a spy.
It's like either that or they'd hide it so they can proclaim making the most wonderful, fantastical discovery of the century.
Now, I don't know if Coral has a thought on this, or if Corey might sort of intuit it, but like, you said the most magically imbued, and Corey doesn't know a whole lot about magic, but he knows enough to be like, yeah, that sounds like that could be really, really powerful. And so as soon as Coral's like, oh, they would shout from the rooftops and like, this great magical discovery, all Corey can think of is like, unless they were ready to use it, they might wait to use it as something and not warn anyone before you do. If you have a one-shot kill, you don't warn people before you shoot it off. You just do it.
Coral's absolutely not thinking
It's
about
like his internal... Yeah. Corey is thinking of it like a weapon. He's immediately thinking of it like a weapon. And so he's just,
Meanwhile,
Well,
Coral is absolutely thinking about it as like the research object of the century.
Yeah, of course. So there's a little bit of Corey trying to like, I don't think he wants to say that, like point out that fact, but he clearly looks deeply uncomfortable with the idea of someone having this and not saying it because he knows he has an idea is exactly why not. And just, well,
you
hopefully we can-
absolutely are hearing like his, but just like, you know, but it's like although they don't particularly have that many spellcasters in the guild, so hopefully they don't. I don't know. I would hope they would contain it properly. But they have enough
Fear.
brain power to contain it properly, right?
Fear.
Coral has no faith at all of the Arcana objective boss.
Corey generally doesn't have faith in people being reasonable and safe.
No, in this case, this is definitely a Coral. You're not sure why, but it's very obvious that Coral does not like the Arcana objective boss.
If I can interrupt you two briefly, because I just want to take a moment to, while this scene is happening, I want to slide over and briefly check in on our other two errant party members. What are you two up to?
Have you guys hidden this conversation? Are you guys having this conversation in secret?
We're walking. Corey would try and just get Coral's attention, like, a little farther away from the group, but he doesn't want to be so conspicuous as pull her aside. Or pull them aside, excuse me.
I think Coral's talking
Yeah,
at a normal volume, though, so you can definitely hear her talking.
Okay. In that case, if Thagus heard the word keystone, he's probably like not so sneakily trying to eavesdrop a little bit. He doesn't care too much about magic and stuff. He just wants to insert a joke about a bridge keystone at some point. But at this point, he's having heard some of this conversation, he's starting to get a little concerned and he's actually paying attention now. So that's where Thag is at. He's kind of listening in.
Kind of keeping off to the side? That seems appropriate. Yeah. Adlo, how about you? Where are you up to right now?
Once the initial panic of, God damn it, where did Katya go again? I'm supposed to be keeping an eye on them. Her and Coral.
Hey, one of the two ain't bad.
50% is still an F, I'm pretty sure.
Listen, all right?
But once that initial panic has subsided, I guess once I start hearing about like powerful magic item, Adlo's interest is also a bit piqued. Though admittedly not being knowledgeable in the subject, I would probably be more just trying to listen to what Coral has to say. But I think I would be less trying to hide the fact, like I would be less eavesdropping, or like I wouldn't be trying to hide the fact that I was listening.
Okay.
I'd just be walking behind like, oh, yes.
Are either of you trying to kind of keep your eye on the road and like navigate the group?
Are we following a trail?
Yes, loosely.
Uncharted, right?
It's not necessarily uncharted, it's just less charted. Like there's, you know, there still are like paths and places where you can tell that people have trod this, you know, this route here. But where before you had some, you know, nicely defined, clearly like almost somewhat like packed down dirt roads, you're now mostly just following what appears to be like, you know, enough people move through an area enough time and it creates enough, you know, it creates an impression in the ground almost somewhat. You're more following that than you are a traditional road. So it's certainly not as easy as just like, you know, walking along. You need to actually, I'd say like, pay attention to where you're going somewhat.
In that case, I think Thag is paying enough attention just to make sure we don't wander off course, but not more than that.
Okay. Then in that case, Thag,
job, he's preoccupied.
Thag, give me a survival roll real quick.
Can do. Survival. I click the thing. Nice. What a great roll. I rolled a 5.
Oh no!
Plus 2.
We're getting all our rolls
God.
out, our bad rolls out. At the
I get
beginning.
the bad ones out now, you know?
Yeah.
So, Thag, it's difficult to split your attention between like listening into the conversation and also kind of keeping an eye on like the forest around you. But you're doing so. This is not a situation where like, you know, you've gotten lost or anything like that. You kind of know the direction you're roughly traveling in. But I think what you are definitely able to tell is, one, the path you're following is one that you are probably not going to be able to deviate from very easily. Like you're on the trail you're on at this point. You're going to be following this route wherever it leads until you get to the Leyshrine, most likely. The second thing you can tell, as a man who has, you know, traveled plenty around and seen plenty of hills and things like that, is that the hill line is cresting somewhat. You can tell that as you go further down this trail you're going to end up in a valley of some sort eventually.
Okay.
And probably not like a massive one, obviously, because the hills aren't like enormous. But you can tell that as they're cresting, they're going to actually slope downward and kind of create like a nice walled, almost like valley-like formation that you're going to be moving through. And you can tell that you're maybe, hard to tell immediately, but you're maybe a couple miles out from that, most likely.
Okay.
That's all I got for you.
Okay.
Not worrisome at all.
Nope.
This is fine. This is fine.
Nothing to be concerned about, I assure you. Aside from that, so yeah, I mean, Adlo, you're also kind of just like keeping your eye genuinely around. And you're kind of just like, you know, keeping to the back of the conversation somewhat. And, you know, as the four of you are kind of traveling along, I think, Adlo, you'd be the one to notice it as well. At some point, Sylv has wandered off too.
I was gonna ask, what's he up to, or what's he doing in all this, but
Yeah, I think you're at the back now. He usually kind of like keeps to the back of the pack by default anyway. It just seems to be his tendency. But you're like turning around and you're like, oh, well, damn it. Yeah, apparently he's wandered off somewhere too.
two missing party members seems like cause for pause. Not pause. I know we all have those, but
About to throw pause over this, is what you're saying. It's like, oh, they're both gone. That is worrisome.
I'll let some perception rolls happen here if everybody wants to take a quick moment of like, I mean, Adlo, obviously you're the one who notices it, who's noticed it first. But if you want to like let the group know, like, hey, I don't see Sylv, maybe we should look around or something like that.
oh yeah.
Then I'll let other people do it.
It's 23.
I'm so good at perception.
Oh,
Got
hey, I
an
managed to
8.
roll a 19.
I'll also take a look.
Oh, if only
Nice.
you had an
You're
advantage.
so good at
Sixes.
perception.
Only you had an advantage roll.
Okay. So I think as Adlo kind of calls out to like let you all know, like, oh hey, we're actually missing 2 right now. Like maybe we should like take a moment and look around. One, that makes sense. You're not gonna want to keep moving too far if you're waiting for people to catch up or otherwise find you all, obviously. But taking a moment to kind of like stop and look around at your surroundings. One, I think all of you, especially any of you who are a bit more traveled, can also recognize similar information to what Thag recognized of like, yeah, the terrain seems like it's gonna be like, I guess like you're all noticing like, yeah, you're the trail you're on is the one you're going to be on. There are not really other trails or paths around here, so this is gonna be the one trail you're gonna want to follow. I think you all recognize that. Coral and Corey, I think the two of you are kind of painting your eyes around, and you recognize that like, while the tree line isn't obviously non-existent because you're in a massive endless forest, it is certainly, you know that the further out you go past the charted endless woods, the denser and denser the forest gets until literally moving through it is difficult. That's not really the case here. You are all definitely clearly still in a part of the endless wood that is like, you know, somewhat charted, at least somewhat trod. The tree line is thin enough that you can see decently far around you, which I think says to the two of you that like, as long as you don't get too far and you obviously, you know, make some way to obviously tell where you are, it shouldn't be too hard for either Katya or Sylv, wherever they've wandered off to get their way back to you guys, unless they've really gone somewhere far.
Okay. Shoot, I don't know if I remember if there's a symbol Katya or Sylv would recognize.
That's fine. I've still got fireworks.
No. This is Corey. No. We should mark something in the
Adlo
trees.
very gently like tackles Coral.
Very gently.
No.
Thag will play Pippin. Just anybody have any?
Not after last time.
Anybody have any mushrooms we could leave behind?
No, but that is a good idea. Corey will take like one of the leaves off of his cloak as a knife and just now every once in a while mark like a quick sort of mushroom shape. And an arrow.
Probably better than Adol's idea of carving them into the tree Zorro style. It's like, what's this? Is that an up arrow?
That seems appropriate. So yeah, Corey, you're pretty easily able to like, you know, roughly mark the path you are traveling on like along the tree line as you guys are moving through with that, you know, with a mushroom and an arrow, and you're able to, and you can all definitely keep moving. But I think you guys probably all know you might want to maybe slow your pace a bit. Again, you don't want to get too far ahead, obviously. So continuing to advance at a slower pace, you know, I think you guys are easily able to keep moving and keep your eyes up around you. I will say though, and I think I'm actually going to take one of the lower rolls here. Yeah, for the lower rolls, Adlo and Thag, I think the reason why you guys aren't maybe easily able to notice the surrounding terrain in the same way Coral and Corey are, is that something else immediately strikes your senses when you start like kind of like looking, like kind of stretching out around you, and it's that there's a faint waft in the air. It's not like a strong scent, but there's a faint like waft you're picking up when you extend your senses of smell somewhat. And it's not pleasant. It like stings up in the back of your nose a little bit as you kind of like take a little inhale.
Does it smell like anything that we would recognize, or just generally unpleasant?
I think
Like
from
a burning smell, or like a.
I think it's. I think from here it's tough to get any hard descriptors from like the faint smell you're getting. So I don't think it's recognizable to you just yet. But yeah, I think you can tell that it's probably not like immediately upon you. But whatever it is, it's probably not a great smell to have traveled this far enough that you're getting it, you know, out here like that.
Is it coming from behind us, or the like ahead of us, or the direction we're going?
I don't think you're getting direction too well, honestly.
Okay.
If you're
I'd like to
visibly
check if there's a. Oh, sorry.
if you're visibly sniffing Adlo, I think Thag will kind of sniff himself for a bit and then go, "That's not me, is it?"
Adel comes over like, no, it's not you.
What could possibly be making that smell then?
Coral, who has had a nose full of smoke powder for the past few seconds.
Years.
Smell? You sure it's not the wonderful smell of explosions? Smoke powder.
Well, it's certainly not wonderful. What about you, Coriander? Do you smell that?
Should I roll another
Yeah.
perception, or does that 23 go for?
Yeah, I think now that it's been called out to you, and I think this is true for you as well, Coral. Yeah,
Fair.
you both can definitely pick up on it too.
Right, I'm gonna do survival if you don't mind.
Sure, well, survival
That's
happen.
26.
Yep.
Well, alrighty.
Can I do a
Turns
nature?
out Corey good at smell.
It's Corey, from this distance, it's difficult to actually pin down what the smell could be specifically, but I think that 26 definitely gives you direction, and it's definitely coming from the direction you guys are heading.
Well, it's at least up ahead. That's what I'll say.
That's not great. Can I try a nature? Which I'm
Yeah, I'll super allow nature here.
how's an 18?
That's not a bad roll.
18's not bad at all.
Pretty good.
What do I give you with nature here? It doesn't smell like something's burning. It's not like there's something, like there's not like a smoke smell or like a burning, like sulfury kind of thing. If anything, this feels like no, it's not giving away the goat. It smells kind of rotting.
Maybe Katya's gone on ahead of us, and her mushroom friends have something new.
Because that doesn't clear up anything for I feel like it doesn't clear up anything for Coral as a well-traveled person, because she's immediately thinking pitcher plant, dead body.
It clears up some things. We know it's not an explosion.
It's not a fire.
I
imagine
will
that'd be very important for Coral.
I will also say, though, this is also true for you, actually, really for everybody.
Mhm.
Not only, I'll say that, as you guys get closer, and certainly before you're upon whatever the thing might be, this is me telling you as the GM, not only will our people who didn't roll so well kind of get to, recheck and see, they can get a sense of things, but the people who rolled high, you'll definitely get more information as you get more of a sense of the smell. You can definitely tell that one of the reasons you can't really tell what it is that you're probably decently far from whatever it is. But again, that gives you the idea that it's got to be a pretty pungent smell for it to be traveling as far as it is.
Well, we'll find it eventually, I think. It seems to be in our way.
We should keep our guards up, I guess.
I pray it's not another unfortunate member of the Scouts League.
Maybe. But honestly, everything rots.
It's true.
That's true.
Could be anything.
Oh,
Corey's gonna stop talking and be a little bit on high alert.
totally valid. Anybody else doing anything particular right now? Other than just marching? I assume you're all keeping, aware of your surroundings, obviously, but anybody doing anything aside from that? Anybody have anything they want to attend to? Things I can make you roll checks for?
Sure. Coral's gonna go examine that nice bone fragment with her magical senses again.
Ooh, some Arcana then, please.
How's a
19's
19?
good. 19's very good. Before I give you that answer, anybody do anything else?
Yes, give me one moment.
Take your time, gang.
Any bugs around?
Yeah, plenty of bugs. Why?
I'm gonna use my speak with bugs.
Oh, I thought you were gonna eat them.
Ability?
Okay.
No.
No,
Bugs are friends, not
Not
food.
Not
Food.
food.
Exactly. That comes after if they don't give me a good enough answer.
Okay, maybe not very good friends.
I'm gonna try to speak with some bugs and see if they know anything about this smell. Because if it's something that's rotting, there are probably some bugs eating it.
Yeah, so you actually, yeah, that's actually perfect. Thag, you pull aside a nearby wood beetle, crawling their way down a tree. You stop and get their attention, and then how do you do this? What happens?
I think he's holding it on his palm and like points in the direction that he thinks the smell is and goes, "Hmm."
And so you want to read Speak with Bugs to me so I can know exactly how this works? Do you actually get to just like fully speak with bugs, or do they just understand you?
Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas with creatures of the beast subtype that represent insects, spiders, worms, and other creepy crawlies, regardless of their size.
Noted. So, I guess I won't get there. So you don't get exactly a full like, you don't get words back, obviously. But as you
Yeah.
kind of like point in the direction of the smell and kind of like maybe make it sniff, the beetle like does a double circle, and you can kind of tell that that's like a what? What do you mean? Like, and not as in like they don't understand, but like I think you'll even understand this pretty simplistically.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like they're picking up the smell. And I think the thing that maybe might help you contextualize this is if I talk about Coral's answer real quick. Because Coral, you pull out this bone fragment. You're getting a sense of it magically. And you're, again, noticing it is not necessarily inherently magical. There's not that it has this like suffusing aura of magic. But as you really dig your senses in, there are flittering traces of magic in it. Not necessarily huge, but certainly present. And old. And I think what stops you from getting anything more than that is that because you extended your magical senses, I think even without Thag saying it, you immediately recognize the reason. Okay, you don't literally recognize the reason why the bug doesn't get the smell because you're not talking to the bug. But you immediately notice something about the smell. It's not a smell. It's magic. Very, very faintly. Just lilting on the winds around this place is a stinking, rotting, dare I say, necrotic kind of magic. Not enough to be. This isn't a threat. It's not a harm. None of you are in any danger or anything like that. At least, certainly not from the smell. But that's that tingle you're all picking up in your noses. The magic, and I'll just go ahead and use the term you would understand this by, death magic, is potent enough that even those who aren't magically inclined can kind of pick up on that lingering stink around it.
Huh. I think Coral instead of like just like, you know, breathing is like breathing in while also stretching out her senses now to sort of like, actually does out of curiosity, does Coral have any spells that deal necrotic damage?
I doubt it, but you don't know.
That's fair. I don't think so. Caustic Brew does not. Does acid
That's an
damage.
acid thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have Absorb Elements though, which does not include necrotic. Sad face. Alright, fair enough.
Oof.
Yeah. So
I have this thing, but
I have
this thing that doesn't
damage,
qualify.
that's about it.
yeah. Yep. So I think what you just sort of get is ugh, smells like death magic.
Corey draws an arrow.
Oh,
I, the player, know he is safe, but Corey doesn't get. You cannot comfort him enough to be like, oh yeah, okay.
Stag puts the beetle back on the tree. Magic has a smell to it?
well, particularly potent magic smells or tastes. I don't know.
don't
It's
think I would want to taste what this magic smells like.
Yeah, generally things that make corpses taste bad. You said death magic? Wonderful.
Anyone using death magic this far out is someone we may want to be on our guard for.
You didn't have to add this far out. I feels like death magic is already like not a thing that we should want to interact with.
Death
Okay.
magic near the Leyshrine seems odd and maybe a
Heretical.
little concerning.
Question for the GM.
Answer for the player.
Does this death magic smell kind of like the rot that was permeating the area Aliawea was in?
You know what's funny? It does. I'll also tell you, you can tell, at least you most likely assume, this is not the kind of thing that's someone using death magic anywhere nearby you would be a much more potent smell. This smell is so diffuse and spread that it's less like someone is actively using death magic and more just like it's in the air around this place. And it seems like it's spread pretty diffusely. But before I can let you process that too much, a bush not too far from Corey, shudders with movement.
Arrow is pointed at that bush.
And before anything else happens, let's give ourselves a quick little break. As Corey draws an arrow aiming at a bush, we'll take a moment and give ourselves a second to let our players refuel, defuel, and see if we can come back with maybe one more friend. We'll be back in just a few moments, guys. Don't touch that dial or that browser, and we'll see you all in just a bit.
See you in a second.
And we return to our adventure in the Endless Wood with our returned friend, our dearest Sir Heck, having joined us. Welcome back, friend. It's you. Look at that. You want to say hi to the folks?
Oh my
real quick?
god, it's me! Hey everybody.
All your glory.
How's it going? How's it going, dude?
Well, we'll tell you how it's going. As Corey, you were immediately aiming an arrow at movement you saw in the brush right next to you.
Mhm.
It doesn't take you long to immediately know to not loose that arrow, as the figure that comes out of the bush is, in fact, Sylph. Still has, his bandana over one of his eyes, and is kind of glumly shrugging himself out of the brush. And as he kind of springs his arm up from around himself, you see that kind of held up by the scruff of her neck, he has Katya by the neck.
Why I on it?
Adlo walks
You're-
over to Katya being held up by Sylvan and is like, did you... I pray you did not involve this man in more bee-related crimes.
No, not crimes.
Foxy, I think you're muted.
Chris-
Yeah, I was like, oh no, Foxy. I was like, is it just me
no.
and my horrible internet?
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
No.
The curse
No,
is-
it's
the
not
curse.
the gremlin.
The
I
curse is
swear to count.
Okay, am I back?
Pages.
I'm back.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
back.
Yeah, there you are.
Okay, no, we fixed it. Everything's fine. I don't know how I did that. Any case, to answer your like, did you involve him in related crimes? Sylph just says no. Went for a smoke. Found him rummaging for flowers.
And bees hate smoke.
Hence, it was safe for you to pick flowers.
It's true.
I mean, it wasn't unsafe when the bees were there either.
Aren't you
And it's
wanted?
made a friend. No, I'm not wanted. I did my time. Remember?
My time?
Sylph gently
didn't-
puts you down, Katya, and it's just
The
like,
community service was complete.
all right, your bee criminality aside, anybody else smelling that?
We were just talking about that.
Death
before we
magic.
got here.
It's stinky.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, it's not anything that somebody's actively using. More like, it smells a bit like, you're not friends, Katya.
Yeah, definitely the not friends.
Why do I feel like
It's
somehow that's
weird.
worse?
It is worse.
Great. Well, I can think of about 12 reasons why we'd smell death magic around here right now, and none of them are good. So I recommend we keep our wits about us.
Hmm.
Well, given that the last time you ran into the not friends, was at Alyawea's resting place, sounds like a plan.
Shit. Well, all right then. Guess there's nowhere to go on the path but forward, so this is some kind of thing that's horrible. Let's go walk right into it.
I like it! And Coral's just gonna go straight forward, spring the trap! Unless someone stops her.
Tori is going to let her. Let them.
Hey, I've got the armor!
Well,
I would like
As
to
you're all
actually
traveling-
like, hide effectively, but like around or behind everybody, like in close tree line stuff like that. Just try and like let them be seen and not me.
it's fine. I have no problem with that. So, as you're all moving around, I think as you're getting closer, this is a perfectly fine time for the group, especially those who didn't roll so well last time, to make another check. I think I'm going to allow survival, perception, or even a nature here. You will get different answers for each. Only one of them will give you the exact answer you need, but I'm not going to tell you which one. Deliberate amongst
do I-
yourselves while I grab my co-GM.
Should I roll again with the 26? I guess.
I mean,
I
I
might
still
just roll
have a 7. I still have an
again.
18 on nature, so. Oh no, God, they with the 7 on survival. We're all rolling garbage
We're-
for our first roll.
My character is very cute. She's not smart. We know,
You know what?
this.
I'm rolled nature because it's my worst one. Look at that,
Not bad.
18. That's all it
Hey,
takes.
yo.
I believe.
That's all it
That's all-
takes.
I'll take.
See, all of mine are bad. So it's like it'll even out one day.
You gotta
I wanna
believe.
try
That
survival.
was my worst one. But it sounds like we're good.
I was asking Foxy, do I need to roll again as well with the 26 or no?
Yeah, do I also need to roll again with
Uh,
18 in nature?
It's up to you. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys if you want to roll again. You'll get different things if you want, but
So you said survival, perception, or nature?
Mhm.
I did survival last. I'll do perception this time. That's a 25.
Yeah.
all right.
Oh.
Okay.
We can wait a second for the
As you roll-
answer if everyone else wants to roll.
Yeah, you're fine. You're all.
I can try
Yeah.
and roll survival. It's not a good stat, but it's the only.
You've gotta-
one
you've
that I
gotta
can roll
believe.
on.
Exactly.
You've got to believe.
I believe.
Sometimes
in
belief
analytics.
isn't enough.
I will
Sometimes
try.
belief isn't enough, actually.
I will attempt, but I don't think it's a good stat for me either. That's okay. I already blew my 2 good rolls, so we'll see how this goes. It's a survival, right?
There.
Sometimes belief is enough.
Believe it's enough.
God.
So, I'll do this in skill order so it makes sense. Actually, so yeah, we'll start off with the survival, actually. Coral, as you're moving through here, you're seeing more of the terrain again, and you're recognizing, okay, again, you recognize, again, the same thing that Dag realized earlier. You're all moving into a valley, a lower swept area with some kind of hills outcropping around. And even the tree line kind of follows the hill, so as you're cresting lower into the valley, there's less immediate trees around you, which might be relevant for Corey, obviously. But I think the thing that you're recognizing as you're kind of getting closer is the sort of smell in the air doesn't really get any... It's not that it doesn't get stronger, because obviously you start recognizing it more as you're getting closer to it, but it's not necessarily growing, like, pungent. It's not like it's not the way you'd expect the smell to work, where the closer you get, the more powerful the smell becomes. It's a more noticeable smell as you're moving closer into the valley, but it still just kind of feels like this death magic sense, this feeling you're getting. It's just suffused about the area, honestly. But with that 22, you definitely recognize that there is also an actual smell that stinks pretty bad that you're moving up on.
Ah, so it's
Moving
now
from
it's
there.
no longer just natural.
Yes, now it's no longer just magical. Now there is an actual stink. Which brings us to Corey. As you are kind of like recognizing that, one, again, there's a lot different tree cover as you're moving through the area around here, keeping your senses about you. You see the valley you're all moving into. High rocky outcroppings, or not very high, but rocky outcroppings and swept hills with, grass and forest over them. And you start seeing tracks. Tracks. And they're, paws, so which obviously doesn't give you a lot because everything has paws. But they're not, there's no boots, there's no, and there's clearly quadrupedal, which tells you they're probably not made by anything forest folk.
Mm-hmm.
You also recognize that they're pretty big. Like, I don't know, a large-sized creature, maybe?
Yeah.
And I think the actual final, and I think this is the kind of thing where, Corey, you see them. Coral, you're aware of them. And I think, Fag, it's actually you, especially if the others pass that information on to you and you recognize it. I think you are the person who is definitely like, oh, I know what these are. These are blight tails. There's got to be blight tails around. Blight tails are a mammalian creature that you've probably encountered every now and then. They are not the most common creature in the Endless Wood, but they are a notable menace, primarily because they, heck, you'll have to help me veterinarian-wise. Terminology for a creature that eats only dead animals. I forget what kind of.
Detritivores or scavengers.
There we go. Detritivore is what I wanted. Detritivores. They consume dead meat. They eat dead creatures primarily, and so you tend to see them, around where there are corpses or where there are areas where animals have killed each other and things like that. They also fucking stink. They smell awful, and it's probably partially because of all the eating dead stuff all the time. But you also, and I think, Fag, if you want to say that aloud for the group, it's up to you, but I think that's kind of what you all come to figure out from the role you've made. RP as you need to, friends.
Wow.
Actually,
Smell's gonna get worse before it gets better. Some blight tails around.
Corey, clearly is not happy about this turn. It's like, I haven't had to fight one of those yet, but I remember smelling them a lot.
Well, I suppose that means
I
there's
don't.
corpses nearby.
The hag is gonna bend down and scoop up some mud and just plug his nose with mud.
You know,
Does
fair.
that smell better?
It can't
Than the
smell
white
much
tails?
worse.
Probably.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. And I was gonna take some of the flowers that she picked and put them up her nose. Just one
Well,
little,
that's
one little
actually a great
stem
idea.
poking out of each
Are the
nostril.
stems dangling out.
Yeah.
Love that.
I'd rather smell like you're in a morgue or a perfume department.
Yeah. It's a great day to figure out if I have allergies.
All right. Can I have one last nature check or an arcana check?
Yeah. Hey, that's actually not bad.
15 is not bad. On a +0. Yeah.
Katya, you remember reading a bit about or learning a bit about blight tails in school. And while you've never encountered one, you do remember a fact you learned about them. Like many of the other creatures of the Endless Wood, in addition to the Tridivores, they are also arcanivores.
Uh-oh.
They eat magic.
Uh-oh.
They eat death magic.
They
Oh.
eat death magic.
Oh, I see.
Everything that dies as it rots away leaks away a bit of the sort of innate spiritual essence that is death magic. Blight tails eat it, along with all the meat and crunching through the bones and such like that, because why not?
Oh, well, this definitely seems like a buffet for them then. I really doubt they're gonna do too much with us.
And that's the thing that I think is making you guys feel a bit off about it, is while you definitely can smell the blight tails from here, and they stink, you all know what a corpse smells like by now. And you don't smell any of those. And as you're cresting your way into the valley, well, that's when you see them. You can, and they're not the kind of creatures that can easily hide themselves. These are not canopy stalkers. So, kind of sloughing around somewhat in the dirt, almost sniffing down at it and scrounging around the valley somewhat, you can see 4 of these creatures, these blight tails. They are large, massive, you'd call them almost skunk-like from what we understand them to be, except that they have sort of almost bony spines protruding out along the sides of their back. They have a nice long, swishing, very muscly tail, and also they're huge. But as they start kind of sniffing and kind of pleating around somewhat, you all somewhat approach. And, well, Thag, I think you know this, probably having encountered at least 1 or 2 of these things, is that blight tails are perfectly fine when they have a meal around. When they don't, well, they might just try to make one.
Oh, goody.
Hmm.
So, friends, I think you know what I'm about to ask you guys to do.
No, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't. How dare?
I would.
No.
That seems
Time
like
to
exactly something you would
roll
do.
it in.
Hey.
Not
Listen.
the 4.
A D20 has 10 numbers in the middle, all right? I think we've all forgotten they exist.
Hey, I got 18.
I'm not very fast either. I'm just really cute. That's the only stat that I have.
16.
most
Hey,
important
you
stat.
beat me.
Oh my god.
It's true.
Blight tail group 1. Okay, equally bad. And let me hold on. Blight tail group 2.
Oh.
Better.
For the stream, the second to lowest initiative we rolled was a 16. And then there's Katya with a 4.
Hey, well, it still bands out pretty well.
Listen,
So let's
I'm trying my best.
She's doing her best.
Let's do some
I
quick
mean,
turns.
she got precisely the square root of the next highest roll.
Yeah.
That's
Look
Ooh,
True.
That's true.
Let's
Like,
see.
so it doesn't
25.
matter what initiative I'm at. I'm gonna find some way to make this combat way different than what it's supposed to be.
All right. This guy's gonna run here and is then gonna go ahead and take the dash action, and it's just gonna start dashing up to there. They're not very fast, turns out. I'm then
Turns
gonna
out
do
eating corpses means you don't have to really have a lot of movement.
Indeed. Actually, this guy also rolled. He's going to hop down 10 feet while he's moving, so that's 10 feet. For the record, every cliff face here is 10 feet. So every rock facing is 10 feet up. So he'll also dash and get to there. And guess what, friends? That's the whole of their turns.
Woo!
Adlo, it's over to you.
All right. I am just gonna cast Bless. I'll target Bag, Corey, and who am I the most worried about? And Katya. Do I need to roll something for Bless?
I don't believe so.
Nope. It just happens. Give us some narrative. What happens, Adlo? How do you cast? How do you bless these heathens?
Well, they're like all standing right next to me, so I am just going to like magical girl twirl around with my holy water, and and just like sprinkle it all of them, and I'll say a quick prayer, and then they all glow with blessing.
You offer a
And-
brief prayer to Galwin the Ever-Saint as you spritz holy water about the three of your friends and a brief magical girl twirl. Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
You give one?
All right, then. What else you got?
All right. I mean that's my main action. Oh, just cause I can.
If you wanted to
Um,
give someone advantage, I'm just.
yeah,
I don't want to be
was
selfish
gonna-
about it, but
I was gonna help next. Cause I can. But yeah, I will. I'll help Corey, because I feel like he's
Thank
gonna do
you.
something stupid, and I should probably. You might
Maybe
want to have advantage.
I can have
on it.
advantage on an attack because I'm a rogue.
Yeah, so like I said, something
That's
stupid.
extremely practical. And that's just gonna be shoot them.
Fair enough. Have you completed your turn then? You want to move anything?
Right now I feel like I probably want to stay close to the rest of the party, so I'm probably not gonna move.
All right, then. I'll give Sylv his turn because I didn't have him roll initiative. I forgot to do that, and he actually rolled pretty high.
You
23.
rolled a crit.
Technically should have gone before you, but that's fine.
Yeah, he rolled higher
that's
than I
weird
did.
enough. So I'm just gonna put him where you go. He's actually gonna also try to stay pretty close. Mostly gonna stay right between Coral and Thag. You know, the good old tanks. And I think he'll take a shot. Oh joy, friends! It's that time in the game where I get to roll against myself.
Yay!
What riveting gameplay for you all! I'm so sorry, friends. It's cool. He misses anyway. It's fine.
No.
Tragic.
You're not supposed to roll like me. Yeah.
Except when you're doing
and
the
that's
bad guys,
gonna
then
be-
please roll like her.
So,
That's gonna be it for him, I think. Honestly, he's gonna take his bonus action to reload his gun. So that's it for him. And Thag, it's over to you.
Well then. Still pretty far away, huh? I'm gonna bonus action Giant's Might.
Listen, you got the resources, you gotta use them.
Exactly.
Multi-expansion jutsu!
Yup. And it's not flashy or anything. He literally just thumps his fist against his chest and just poof.
I love
I'll
that.
go
It's so
1,
fag.
2. I'm just gonna. You know what? That's a good spot. And then I'm gonna use my
Using
action
a spring.
to curl up.
Everyone, defensive ball curls!
Exactly.
Use defense curl.
And
All
that's
right,
my turn.
Coral, it's yours.
Alright. Corey, how far are you away from me?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna move
bit.
myself one more to the right.
That's fine.
Corey, you're far away from me.
I'm about to not
In
be.
one
but-
movement, I think.
Oh, that's true. How fast can I go? Is the question. Alright, my speed is 30, so we're gonna...
We're gonna something.
Or actually, you know what? You've got help from Adlo. You don't need it.
It's got help and bless.
and bless. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap Sylv on the on the
Oh wait, never mind.
yeah. Well, I mean you're helping him and bless. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap Sylv on the shoulder and imbue with guidance. So he gets an extra D4 on his next ability score roll.
Well, hell yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah, and then Coral is going to walk over here, make herself a nice big juicy target. And then bonus action, because I keep forgetting to do this. Bonus action, activate defensive field for an extra.
See?
3
The defensive ball curl. It's an
Exactly.
unkillable, it's an unbeatable strat. Sir Declamant, it's on you.
Yeah, so I do have a question.
Go.
I can, as a bonus action, jump 10 feet in any direction. We're gonna count that as up?
Yeah, I don't see why up wouldn't be a direction you can jump.
25, 30, I have 35 feet of movement. Or no, I only have 30 still. Anyways, but I would like to, using my bonus action, I get one of my rabbit hops and I just get up here so I can be on a higher point.
Easily. Boing.
I get 2 of those, a short rest. Anyways, from up here and brimming with help and magical energy, I'm just gonna take a shot with advantage. Let me put that, sneak attack on. Longbow on, let's say, this guy is closest over here.
Do it.
It's a 19.
Hits.
Hey. That's a 14 damage.
Takes away 14. You throw it, you loose an arrow as you leap up, and the arrow sticks right into the hide of this blightail, and it gives a nice hissing, almost grunt, like roar at you, and it clearly looks a little angry.
Corey's a little like, didn't really get as much oomph in that. That's not a good joint to attack. Different spot next time.
Got a thick hide. Anything more?
That's about all I can do.
All right. Great Blightail group the second. The 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And yeah, we'll dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and stop right there. And then our other friend back here will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get down to there. And then he'll also just dash. Why not? You know, real simple turns for me right now. He's going to stop right there, though, I think, actually. And kind of just position himself nearby you guys. And that's it. Katya, it's over to you.
It's over to me. All right. How tall are these things?
10 feet.
10 feet each.
10 feet? Okay. Wanted to make sure this side was the same, too. Okay. Yeah, I can Pythagorean theorem on that. Okay, I have an idea.
Oh,
I have
boy.
an idea how we're gonna do it.
Involving Pythagoras.
because I think it's really funny. This might work not at all, but we're gonna see. Okay, yeah. So okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna bonus action, Misty step on up here, and then I'm gonna take one of my rations, and I'm going to use prestidigitation on it to produce an odor that is just the stinkiest, most delectable odor that this blight tail could ever want in a food item. It has a range of 10 feet, so I want to chuck it up to this next cliff over here and see if I can just get it to go away.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Let's see. We'll do an int check.
Probably against your spell save, right? It feels like it should be
Yeah,
against
because it's a
save.
spell. Yeah, I agree.
Let's see.
What's my spell save? Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna do it, so it doesn't matter.
Nice.
You just wait.
He's been distracted. Immediately, just kind of, and whips his head up around to his side. Anything more for you?
Oh, I still have movement. I'm gonna move back a little bit. I don't know how much that's
Fantastic.
gonna help, but I'm gonna move away.
All right.
All right, that's my
And
turn.
It is
We're
always
back
helpful to
over to
be
these
not where the
guys
danger
instead.
is.
Let's see. Do I want to do this now? Yeah, let's do it now. Why not? Blacktail the second, or up here, is just going to take his action and what? I guess he can get to right there.
That was
And
my
I
fault.
presume upon getting the ration and sniffing around it for a while and crunching on it, recognizes, oh, this isn't dead. That's not very fun.
Oh,
And-
It wasn't alive.
true.
And is then just going to turn back to you all. And I guess has to use his action to dash? Yeah. Yeah, you know, give me a second. All right. Yeah, he's just going to leap down towards the closest, biggest target, which is going to be Thag. Which gets him to there.
Oh.
His friend, however, he can do some fun stuff, I think. 5, I guess, well, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I can draw a line. Yeah, we'll
Drawing
do
a
it.
line.
Why not?
That's sinister.
We'll do it. I'm gonna do the thing. So
True lady.
Coral, as his light tail kind of starts to run up on you, you'll see that it kind of like starts to like hack somewhat,
Ew.
and will just and cough out this icky green cloud of pungent smoke, and it just spreads in a roughly 20-foot circle. I'm gonna see if I can draw that real quick. I should have probably practiced this a little bit more. Let's see. 20 would be that. I'm gonna move it to where it needs to be, which is right there. And you are immediately feeling your nose just fill with this. It is awful. It is rotting meat and foul mold and death magic, and it is awful. Adlo, it's your turn.
Shouldn't it be Sylph, technically? Or are we just saying?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Mhm.
Silva's just gonna move to right here, and it's just going to take another shot at this guy right here. I'm trying to minimize how much it's just me rolling at myself here, guys. All right?
Entirely fair.
He missed. Oh wait, he has extra D4.
He
Does
doesn't
that
have
help him?
24.
No, not with the 7. So he's gonna actually go ahead and do the multi-attack and go ahead and black powder pistol again. That 17's gonna hit. He'll do some damage to it. 14 is not bad.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Course, like I must do better.
Takes a second, takes a shot, misses, literally just immediately puts the pistol away to prepare to reload it, draws the other one, kind of narrows his one good eye, and just takes another shot, hits it in the flank, and it buries deep. Blood spills out from the blight tail. It snaps away one of the bone plates on his shoulder, and it again just roars angrily. Sorry, still working on the one eye thing. And that's his turn. He can't reload this turn. Thag, it's on you.
Adlo.
Oh, you're right. Now it's Adlo. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll back it up and I'll fix it. There we go.
Okay.
Eh.
That's right.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, would you look at that? Okay, but this one's probably the biggest threat. I am going to yeah. I am going to cast Sacred Flame on this guy over here. He is
Alrighty.
just barely within my range.
Alrighty.
And so that is a dexterity save. Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Hiya! Oh, not a 5's not gonna do it.
Woohoo!
Give me the damage.
One. I think that is 6. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, I got a crit, or I got an 8. Is that my spell modifier? Oh shit. It's a cantrip, but it casted. It gave me 2d8 instead.
Yeah. You got level 5 yet?
Yeah. That's a
We're level
No, we have. We're at
level
level 4.
4.
Okay. So yeah, so it would just be the
Yeah, so
first
11.
one that the 7 you
11
get.
11
yeah,
radiant
11.
damage.
You're right. Yeah, 11 total. My bad. You got it. Minus 11. Cool. Yeah. You fling out a gout of holy flame that singes into this thing's flesh and burns some of its fur away, and it does not seem very happy about that.
Okay. And then Corey is too far away for me to help him.
Yeah.
Actually, he might not.
So long as I don't have to move, I don't really need it.
So I will go up to Thag and help him.
Bonus action help for Thag, which is great because it's his turn.
Okay. Sorry, what does help give?
It gives you
Advantage.
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 Okay. That change thing.
Oh, did I mess up your plan?
No, it's yes, you did slightly by helping me. Very funny. All right. First things first, I'm going to erupting earth on the 2 blight tails on the left.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
guess you
just-
can do that from range. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, 120 feet.
Yeah.
Yep, flip the hammer over. Or sorry, first things first, I uncurl, which I can do for free whenever I want to. Slam the hammer into the ground, and a 20-foot cube of churned earth. I'm gonna need a DC 11 Dex save for half damage.
Right, here it comes. First one. Ooh, second one.
Ooh.
No, not so great.
Ooh. All right, and then let me actually roll the damage on that. Boop. Nope. Give me the damage. 19.
All right.
Give
That's a lot
me
of
the
damage.
damage.
This guy passed the damage rolls, so for half of 19 would be 9?
Yeah.
Yes.
Math.
And then you would take the full 19.
You also have the bonus from Bless as well.
Does that apply to spell attacks?
I don't know if that applies to spells.
Yeah, I think it's only for a check.
Oh.
It's not for damage roll.
That's only for yeah.
It says
Okay.
attack roll or saving throw,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
This is neither.
yeah.
And I'm also gonna action surge.
Action surge.
Because I'm gonna need it. So let's see, 5. I go up the cliff, and I'm gonna
But you're
smack this.
It's tall as a
like
cliff,
that.
so that seems like just a thing you can just do.
Oh, that's a good point. You just bop. All right, I'll take a swing. I have advantage. Not that I don't. I would
20
need
hits.
it.
Yeah.
Great. I'll roll the damage. So 6 on the giant smite. I'm gonna reroll both of the ones using my great weapon fighting style.
So it's 16 total damage in total?
It's gonna be more, but if that doesn't.
You don't need more.
Okay.
You do not need more. Tell me how you do it, gang.
I think this is just an overhead swing. He sees that the Blighttail was coming, back towards him, and he decided, I'm gonna go up and meet this thing. Up the cliff and just brings the hammer down on its head.
Absolutely. In that case, as you crush the Blighttail's head, Coral, move to your turn. I will be right back.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Well, to narrate a little and vamp while our GM is gone.
Yeah.
Corey's plan before Thag got up there was to see if he could knock this thing off the cliff by like hitting the spot on this cliff so it makes like a little rock slide. That doesn't have to happen anymore.
That's clever.
Which is still fun, right?
Clever.
I wanted to try doing something clever because I can't help myself. But when the GM is back, Corey, because he is a rogue and they decided to buff rogues for some reason, is going to bonus action aim. Right? It's like,
Wait,
you just gave rogues a... oh, it is Coral's. Excuse me.
Oh, it's my turn.
My
And
cat
I will be
is
hacking,
being
coughing,
such a
sneezing,
minute.
wheezing.
Stop. No.
Cat menace?
Yes, cat.
Look,
Cat is
cat-
adorable.
You want to back up and use a
She's
weapon.
trying
a menace.
so hard. She's trying so hard to get behind my monitors because that's where all the yummy wires are.
She's
Mhm.
adorable. She's so cute.
My cat does the same
You're
thing.
so big. You're getting so big.
You.
Oh my
My
cat
god,
has
this
got
might
chew on the
pick that up.
wires.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah.
She's so upset.
She's so
I know.
cute.
It's your fault. It's
Listen,
your
who doesn't-
fault.
Who doesn't like the taste of
Seriously,
electricity?
she gets all dramatic and mad at me for picking her up to stop you from doing things you shouldn't.
That's funny. My
So
cat doesn't
naughty.
do that to chew on the wires. He does it to unplug the computer.
I mean, it might be a little bit of both for her, but I've seen her try to chew on wires, and I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you?
Just eventually, cats learn, if cable come out of lightbox, attention comes on to me. So
Even if it's negative, it's still attention.
it's still attention, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, Coral, do turn. You were going to do.
Oh, okay.
Very sorry. I'm back.
It's all
Yeah.
good. It's all good.
It's okay, we had cat time.
Okay.
Yes, there was free
Coral.
cat time. Free cat time.
You are starting. You are starting your turn within a noxious cloud and/or moving through it. So I need you to make a Constitution save.
I knew it. I knew it. Sad face. All right.
And Mulan was a troublemaker from the start.
How's a 22?
You passed. So you'll only take half of that. So you only take 8 necrotic damage, and you will not lose your action. As while you are coughing and retching somewhat, you are able to just, I gotta get out of this.
Disgusting. Ugh.
That's it.
How dare. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I'm gonna move out of that. Oh wait, what is this box?
It's a great idea. That would be Lucian's Erupting Earth.
Fair
Yes, it gives difficult terrain.
Alright, well,
So,
I'm gonna go
good
be
luck
a
moving
tasty
through
snack
it.
up on this hill over here. Instead, out of this noxious cloud. How dare.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, and so
Oh, good. You can be a guardian against the guys who are going to come up on this hill and try and get me.
that too. That. But also, I think the first thing Coral did was run out of the cloud, coughing, sneezing, wheezing,
Mhm,
and not
mhm.
being able to see anything except the wall. So, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, you still have an
Hey,
action.
listen.
I do still have an action.
You pass the save. You don't lose your action.
I did not lose my action. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and shoot at that thing that spat noxious cloud at me. How dare.
That's valid.
Hey look, I'll
You
finally
shooting it with?
I'll finally get to use my pistol.
It's about time we use this fucking gun.
How's
It
an
was the
18?
sword all over again. An 18 hits.
Chekhov's very much not used gun.
How's 13 damage?
13 damage.
Piercing
Not bad at all.
to this blue one over here. That.
Yeah, no, you heard it pretty bad.
All right. I don't think I have anything.
You crack off a round with your infused pistol, and you bury that round again. Just like it shears past the cheek and digs into the shoulder. And while this thing definitely like slumps somewhat and makes a very pained whine, it does appear that it wants to keep charging on, at least for now.
Fair enough. I'll use my bonus action to pop off my defensive field and get back another 4 temp health points.
Sounds good to me.
Since that one just got popped off.
Coriander, it's yours.
Yep. My game plan at this point is turret. I'm not moving. Bonus action aim. He gets down basically on one knee and really tries to.
Boys.
Yeah. Look,
Sorry,
like I was saying
that's
while
a
you were
blood
gone,
currency
they decided
robot.
to buff Rogue for some reason and give you this ability to get free advantage if you don't move. I have a longbow. I don't have to move. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the one that's positioned so nicely on this little corridor here.
You think?
Hey, that's a crit, baby.
That's it.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of
What's the
damage.
total there?
Is that double? I'm trying to tell. Yeah, I should do it again because crit, right?
I think it didn't.
No, I
I
think
think
that was
all added
2d6.
damage.
It was already there. I think.
Yeah.
No, that was 2d6, which is already my normal sneak attack, and 1d8.
Oh.
Or no, that was already double.
It
you're
was
right.
because
It's
yeah,
already
seven,
doubled,
'cause it
yeah.
got
So
seven.
Yeah.
13 plus a 19.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. You're clearly wanting to not be shown up by Sylv. You
Yeah.
You squat down, get a nice low angle, and let fly, and it sinks right between the eyes. This thing just mid-run slumps over into the ground in a trough and is no longer among the living.
That's more like it. Man, I still haven't used Bless. I haven't had a need to use it.
See, they're heathens,
Anyways.
like I said. You got anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, let's have my second Blighttail group go.
Now that the first one's gone.
Okay. Let's see. Difficult terrain will only get me but so far. 10, 20. And I gotta dash if I'm gonna go any further than that. Yeah, so we're gonna just do that, I guess. Thankfully, they're not affected by their own clouds. They can just scoot his way through, and he'll get to there. And then his friend can thankfully can at least get to right there. Sorry, I meant to go right there, which will let me attack Coral. So I can finally actually have them do some melee attacks. So here's the first one.
No,
Does a 10 hit you?
No.
that wouldn't
All right,
even hit
well.
me.
Here's the other one. Well, thankfully, they've got multi-attack. So here comes this. Fucking,
No.
all right, okay.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, at least you're rolling horribly for both sides.
yep, yeah, all right. Okay, that's it for them. Katya, it's all you.
Oh, hey, it's me. Okay, I'm gonna go up a little bit, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this one.
Do it.
Eldritch Blast
23 most certainly
23.
hits.
for 6, and
Oh.
I have an invocation that does thing. Hold on. I'm gonna reduce that guy's speed by 10 feet.
Oh, awesome.
It's hardly ever
They're
relevant,
already
the
only speed
invocation that I
25,
choose.
guys!
I know.
You
know.
thought you escaped the difficult terrain.
You thought
No,
you
I
did.
am the difficult terrain. It's
You just are the difficult terrain.
I am
alright.
the difficult terrain. Okay, yep, that's all I'm gonna do. I can only do one Eldritch Blast for now. This will change.
All right.
For now. I hear
For
that.
now.
Okay, that group's dead, so no longer a
Yeah.
thing. So it's Sylv now, who is gonna take an action to reload with one of his things, and then he'll use the other part of that action to shoot the gun he just reloaded, because there's a guy that's a little bit too close. But
Social distancing. Bang.
yeah, okay, awesome. I'm just rolling off on him. Why do I use the roll 20 dice? I gotta stop doing this.
Stop
What's happening over here?
Dice.
But it's just so easy because all the macro. It's fine. He missed, and I guess he'll just step back
God.
towards the fancy paladin man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fancy
Speaking of
paladin.
which, Adlo.
well, this is awkward because the fancy paladin man is about to go fucking bolt up this cliff to this blighttail. I checked; it's within my movement. I have 15-foot jump height.
You sure do.
That's
Wow.
right. You got hops.
You got the
I gotta do a
yumps.
special thing to keep up with that.
And speaking of finally being able to do melee attacks, I am.
What
going
if
to
they
just
want to run it?
stick my rapier in that thing? It's too bad Sylv moved because I was about to like vault over him for style points.
You can be styling while at
I'm
the
sorry,
same time.
But
It's
one
you can listen. You
rapier
can still
comes
do
in.
it. You know, it's assumed that combat kind of happens at about the same times. You can still do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 20 hits. Come on,
those
love.
20
Come on now.
All right. So that
does a 20? Fuck you.
Okay, so that's 9 damage, and I'll go for the divine smite as well.
Hit 'em.
So
Damn.
that is
Nice.
2d8, which I need to roll. Do I have a thing for that? No, no, I do not have a thing. So I'll just roll normally. 2d8, 10 damage, so 19 damage. in total.
Okay, another 10. Jesus. Yeah, you stab this thing with your rapier, and then imbue that blow with divine energy, and it blasts into this thing, and it roars in angry pain. It was not happy about that, and is also... It's seen better days. Anything more for you, sir?
I will help Katya or Coral while I'm here, because I'm right here.
Sounds good. Thagrius, over to you, friend.
All right. We're gonna move down. Let's see. Up. Yep. All right. That's in range. And then I'm gonna hit this bite tail.
You got it.
Agamizer. Bonk.
A 13 does hit.
Oh, it does? Okay.
What?
I'll take it. Roll damage. I got to re-roll the ones
17?
and twos.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 2d6.
Bonk.
Bonk.
One better, so it's 18 damage.
Yay.
All right. Oh, wait, you said 18 damage total?
Yeah, 18 total.
Cool. It's dead.
Dog, yay! The one
Probably
damage.
had 1 hit point left.
Yep.
I didn't need
you know,
18. It was probably like 1 hit point. It's fine.
it had 17 health left, I'll have you know.
Oh, okay.
That reroll.
But it doesn't matter because it's very dead now. Anything more for you, bud?
Nope, that's all I got.
Coral, it's over to you.
Oh, it's back to me. Okay.
Sure is.
Well, I'm gonna quick sheath my pistol, and in the other hand, punch this lizard in the nose.
It's a skunk, I'll have you know.
I was like,
Go
what
ahead.
do you mean lizard? Hello.
Lizard skunk.
Ah.
Liz skunk.
Skizzard? A lunk?
Please just punch it.
Okay.
Please just hit it.
Please end me.
While we're here,
My
End my
suffering.
fucking suffering.
while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and booming blade this. Why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it
why
only
not?
does anything if it tries to move away and I hit it.
It is hit on a 19.
How's a 19? All right, cool. 12 thunder damage.
It's not dead.
But if it tries to move away from me, remember that it takes another 1d8 thunder damage.
Yeah, don't worry. It's not doing that. It also isn't going to get the chance to.
Probably not. Definitely not.
Coriander, put me out of my fucking misery.
Yeah. Just a smooth redirection, barely any change at all. I assume a 13 is
13
gonna hit. And that is only 11 damage.
You need it too.
Well,
I imagine there's already a hole in it from what Adlo did, and it's just, yeah, that seems convenient. Dunk.
Yep. And it slumps to one side, almost rolling over Coral as it slides over. And suddenly, it's all quiet, friends. You seem to have survived your brief encounter with the Blighttails. And rolled over yet another combat I thought was going to be more difficult. Congrats, gang.
You just
Well.
rolled good. You just rolled not good.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
good today.
yeah.
sometimes that's just how it goes, you know?
I didn't even get a chance to walk
Nonetheless-
through the cloud. I was gonna ask if I get advantage for plugging my nose earlier.
Would
Actually,
Katya get
Zach,
advantage
you
for
have-
having your nose full of flowers?
You have resistance or immunity to poison, right? By virtue of being a Mapash? Or no, you're not a Mapash, you're a hedge. Never mind.
Hedge. Yeah.
I'm like, I am a Mapash.
I'm also technically
Yeah,
Mapash.
so fun fact, Katya, actually, wait, you're a Mapash?
I'm
Yeah.
an otter
Yeah, they're-
folk, but
Whoa.
They're
I
both
also
Base it
They are
off of
both
that.
mustelids, so
Yeah.
Right,
Poison.
so do you have resistance or immunity to poison?
I have resistance to poison.
I don't know. Yeah, it's resistance, not
Oh,
immunity.
so you would have had advantage on that check. I should
Yeah.
have told you
Oh,
that. That's my
shit.
bad. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot to write that into a stat block. Creatures that have resistance or immunity to poison get either advantage or immunity to the effect of the noxious cloud.
Yeah. So we both have advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance against poison damage.
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, any case, friends, as it all falls quiet once more, as you can all recognize the valley is now quiet, you are able to take in the situation around you, and yeah, you're kind of operating off of that early assessment that it seems a bit strange for a pack of Blighttails to be this far away from anything they'd be eating. And you're certain that now that you're right on top of them, the rotting smell you're getting is from them.
Ah,
There aren't any corpses around here.
Wonder what they were feeding on then, besides us.
Or he gives the sort of thing that he's done previously whenever he hunts something is may the forest reclaim you. And then, I don't know. Perhaps that's why they were so quick to attack us, is that there wasn't anything dying around here.
Hmm.
That itself also seems odd, but
mhm.
Anybody want to make a Arcana or Nature roll?
Sure. It's not gonna go well, but I will try.
I will gladly do a
Hey,
nature
another
roll.
15.
Jeez,
I'm gonna have another go at
No.
nature.
Come on, try.
Only a 12.
Let's go.
Oh, no.
Run.
No. We spent
No,
all of
the
our
roles
good
are
rolls this
reversed.
combat.
The rules are reversed now.
No pressure.
No.
That's okay.
All right.
Katya is the one who
So-
actually learned about this
Another
in school.
6.
Imagine noticing things. We
I-
go to the Leyshrine, all right?
I am
my
good
God.
at fighting,
Fives
and that's
only.
about it.
Katya is
Katya,
the only
it
one who
might be
learned about
goodness.
them in school.
Yeah,
Which is
Katya,
crazy.
it
I
might
didn't
be-
pay attention.
Yeah, and honestly, it makes sense that you would think about this because it kind of reflects back on that fact you remembered about them from school. And it might just be a spur of the moment thought, but you're remembering, oh, right, again, these guys are also Arcanivores. They eat death magic. And as you found out from when you got back to the group, this area is kind of stinking lightly of death magic, as if it's kind of diffused about the area. Maybe that's what's been drawing them.
Yeah, but like, where is it? It's just
That's-
diffused. There has to be a source.
That's a good question.
Ah, is the whole land dying? Is that what the takeaway is? Oh my god, guys, everything's dying.
Corey, not knowing that, train of thought's like, no, just these guys died.
Why is everything
rots as our
stinking
Walmart
though?
friends
Like
say.
it's not just them. There has to be something else, and we haven't found the source yet. It's just like
Well,
it's
let's-
this whole like Oh my gosh, like conspiracy board thing that like got him.
Oh no! Another analog
Not the
campaign with a
Charlie
conspiracy
Day meme.
board.
No.
Cody's, we'll find it. Like, he's not bothered by this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
Meanwhile,
we'll figure
I
it out
think-
as we get closer to the Leyshrine.
Sounds
Hmm?
problematic.
Hmm?
If the Leyshrine
What does?
has a lot of death magic?
Ah, that's correct. Actually, that does sound pretty frightening.
Mhm.
Anyone know about this Leyshrine in particular? Does it happen to normally have this and we just don't know about it? I just don't know about it.
Hmm.
I will roll a history and be bad at it real quick.
That's
Hey,
very
15 is not bad.
Actually, fine. Even then, with a 15, I'll tell you. No, that's not normal.
Ah. Uh-oh.
Well, he's like, yeah, look, I don't know a whole lot, but I know that this is not what I have been told should be here. Not normally filled to the brim with death magic, so it's gotta be something. Let's go figure it out.
Well, friends, I'll keep it simple until you've all been traveling and kind of, gathering yourselves as you've been having this conversation, building through things and working your way more through the path. You come out of the valley relatively unscathed and able to continue moving through. Seems like whatever fight you had with the Blighttails made enough noise and caused enough commotion that any other creatures around here are clearly keeping their distance from you and not trying to engage. They don't want to take a losing fight, obviously. And you're able to slowly approach as the forest almost parts somewhat. You slowly see yourselves entering into a clearing, and it's a wide clearing, maybe about a few hundred meters on either side. It's a very wide clearing. It rolls down on some hills, and towards the end of that hill, you can see these massive stone pillars arranged in an almost semicircle, ancient beyond reckoning, taller than even some of the trees in this area. You don't even think you could conceptualize what force was powerful enough to move these things into place. And even from this distance, you can see they are decorated, covered in runes and carvings and inscriptions and lines. And I don't think even any of you who have never been this far need to figure this out. You all know exactly what you're looking at. You've made it to the East Leyshrine, friends. And I think any of you who are magically inclined, and maybe even those of you who aren't, can almost feel this. Have you ever been in a really old basement where you can just smell, almost taste how old it is? You can almost feel the old air all around you. Imagine that, but magical. You can feel this ancient arcane presence just wafting along on the wind, pressing against your skin and passing by your perceptions. Older than time, ancient like creation itself. Just ghosting on the wind. This place is hallowed. A place of power. A place where magic still gathers, even in a realm like this. And as you slowly look upon the hills, all around the Leyshrine, gathering and swelling around it, is an almost patch-like field of inky purple fungus. And inside your mind, Katya, a voice recoils. Pain. There is so much pain. And even more than that, friends, you see a small entrance to a cave. Off to your left, just off the path, tucked away behind some trees under some rubble. A low, descending path down into the depths. not a strangest thing to have seen. Anyone who knows Leyshrine knows that people who maintain this once maintained vast networks of aquaculture and other things under these facilities, or at least that's believed to be the case. Coral, you'd certainly know that. So this is probably just an entrance into one of those tunnel networks that likely runs under the Leyshrine. Up to you, friends. What do you do?
Now, again, I'm not the most arcanically gifted, but points to all the mushrooms. That seems like that might be a cause or symptom.
Yeah, Kaji, as far as like little bristlier at this. He says, my friends don't like it here. They keep saying
I agree with your
pain.
friends.
Like
That's
it's
worrisome.
painful here. I don't understand what hurts. Maybe the land? Maybe the land's hurting? I don't know. It's very cryptic, but they don't like it. I don't like it either.
I agree with your friends.
Then it sounds like we should investigate the source of this pain. And Coral's gonna turn towards that hidden entrance. That looks like looks like an entrance to one of the tunnel networks that runs under the Leyshrine. Maybe we can see if we can't find the cause.
Corey, almost dutifully right behind Coral. Like, yep.
Seems as good a place to check as any.
Although Corey is going to, with a knife, like, poke one of these black mushrooms, take a section, see if he can't, like, maybe nature figure out, like, this is probably not natural, but I don't want to assume.
I think, Corey, what I think you would notice is that you are certainly able to, like, pass a knife into one of the sort of bulbs of the fungus, and it,
Mm-hmm.
enters. It's clearly a physical object. As you pull your knife out, there's a bit of this inky black ichor on it that almost, as soon as you pull it away, just evaporates into a thin black smoke in the air. Clearly not a fully natural fungus.
Yeah, let's not touch that.
Yep, they smell a lot like the rot. Coming from that place where Elliot was at. Same thing too. Pretty magical.
Right. Yeah, Corey's gonna brace himself to go down there behind Coral. Perhaps in front of Coral, actually, but doesn't want to take Coral's moment of going into the cave. It's like, I'll wait till we're in
Okay.
it and I'll just...
Don't worry about it.
Before you all pass forward, Adlo, odds or evens? Call it now.
Evens.
As you all prepare to step into the cavern, Adlo, you cut your eye for a brief second towards the tree line, and you would swear you see a cloaked figure looking not at you all, but at the Leyshrine. You blink, and they're gone.
Do I notice any details about their cloak, or are they too far away to see?
The cloak is a soft, almost golden bronze in color. And while it is simple, it's not decorated or anything at all, it lacks a single blemish. It is perfectly serene. No dirt, no nothing.
I fear we might not be alone.
Did you see something?
A figure standing atop the trees. They're only there for a moment, but it was unmistakable. They were adorned in a. Did you say brown or blonde? Sorry, I couldn't.
Bronze.
Bronze. They were adorned in a bronze cloak. It was simple, but it was pristine. Not a single spot of dirt or blood or any kind of blemish upon it.
I'm blanking on what the mercenaries were wearing. Was that at all similar to what? Okay.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Like, no, you can't
Like, I
take
don't
Sylph.
think they were
He's
wearing.
our friend. You can't take.
I think they were.
We've adopted this criminal. He's our criminal now.
Yeah, he's our criminal. We can't have him.
Ours now. Not allowed.
Make it your own.
Sylv, for his part, just looks over at you, Adlo, and blinks and just says, I might be down an eye, but I didn't see anything. We're looking in the same direction. Sure you're all right up there?
I mean, Adlo, you did see the one figure in the forest as well.
Oh, great. The mouse is seeing things. All right. Let's go figure out why this place is all rotted. We're gonna get killed in here.
It'll be fine. I've blown up plenty of places like this before and came out fine.
Let's avoid that. And also, Adlo, we might want to take you to a priest the next time we find one.
I think you should give Adlo some credit. I mean, you guys didn't believe me when I said that I talked to my mushroom friends, and then look what happened.
Yeah, but we were standing in literally the same spot the first time, and I'm just saying there's a pattern here, man.
Okay.
I can only tell you what I saw. I wish I understood it myself.
Well,
Nothing wrong with seeing things.
Perhaps it is like Katya's friends.
exactly.
Though what I
Well.
did to curry such a relationship, I have no idea.
I didn't want none
Well.
of that, but
Well, friends, it seems we've reached the Leyshrine, and in it found only more questions. The answers, well, you'll have to wait for those. But for our 5 lovely friends, I guess for our 6 currently, if you want to count ourselves,
Yeah.
they are descending down low into the cavern, and we are parting from the Endless Wood for the evening, as we bring tonight's session of Steel and Arbor to a close. I want to thank you all for coming out to a lovely mystery-filled session. I enjoyed showing off some cool things, and I'm going to be honest, I threw it together a little bit last minute, and I'm glad it came together as well as it did, honestly. We made it, friends. You're at the East Leyshrine. It's time to get some plot. I hope you're ready.
And now, tell you what, like I didn't want to say this and interrupt, session and roleplay and everything, but it's giving like such like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon vibes. It's like, yes, the entrance. I'm like, yes, we're getting our little Pokemon here, and we're gonna do a dungeon. It's gonna be great.
I need pixel art yesterday. Make it happen.
Yes.
Sorry, Tate. That's your duty.
I literally picked up the software today.
Exactly.
Yes.
Listen, you're gonna get plenty of practice. But before we throw Tate into the pixel art mines, let's go ahead and go around the table one last time and tell everybody who they are, who we played today, where we can be found on the internet, and maybe plug one really cool thing you got coming up for yourself in the future. Let's go ahead and start off with the lovely Sir Heckalot.
Oh, okay, I'm going first. Hey, everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. I'm here. I'm on your screen, and I was back with Katya. You can find me at Sir Heckalot all over the internet, including Twitch, Itch, Blue Sky, Instagram, etc., etc. Just find me. It's the best place to figure out where I'm going to be in the TTRPG space next when I actually remember to post in places. I also talk a lot about my job as a wildlife veterinarian. I do that more on our Discord. You should join our Discord. I do silly things like talk about how I spent a lot of my night yesterday getting a snake unstuck from somewhere. So, it's fun times. It's really fun times. It's an adventure every single day. But
There's a
for
snake in my wall.
yeah, there was a snake in the wall, bro. Like this poor fucking snake, dude. Anyway, yeah, join the Discord for that kind of thing, or just find me on the socials. But for TTRPG stuff I have coming up, you can find me back here every other Monday with Oathsworn, Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. We're coming up to a boss fight very soon. We will probably be fighting Sidon next session. If not, maybe the session after that. It's gonna be soon, whenever the case. Then on Tuesday, the 25th, you can find me on Crits and Giggles RPG, where we'll be fighting Tiamat. So, boss times, just everywhere. It's crazy. So if you want to see a Tiamat fight, with level 20 adventurers, it's gonna be a great time. Definitely check it out. But other than that, like in this game, that's all I have going on right now. So yeah, no, that's me. On to the next person.
Passing it right on along, let's give it back over to Tate.
Well, hello Twitch and hello Internet. My name is Tate Washburn, and today I have been playing Coriander de Clement, the scout rogue who got to be both very effective and not very effective at the same time. Man, the rolls were a roller coaster today. That's D&D, baby. Anyways, next time you'll see me on stream is not this Saturday, but next, where we will be running Knights of New Avalon, a Beacon Odyssey for those who love action, adventure, and when big damage numbers come out of the enemy's head, where our players are in the middle of a mystery of their own of what's going on in the Ald Isles. If you want to follow me anywhere, you can find me at the Terrific, any place I care to be found. If you find me somewhere else, no, you didn't. But you should, as Heck has said, follow our Blue Sky Neon Lights Roleplay and join us on our Discord, where we meme and we stream, and we sometimes pick up people for really cool games like this. That's all I got, and I'll see you guys next time.
Glad to have you on board, Tate. Let's pass it over to the Land of Dan.
Yeah, that's me. Hi, I'm Dan. I played Adlo, the Mouse of Great Personal Valor. I don't have anything else coming up project-wise, but I will be, to anyone to whom this is relevant, I will be at PAX Unplugged, which is next weekend, and that is fucking crazy, because it's never this early.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why?
So yeah, if you want to see your, 20th favorite small-time actual play performer, come say hello. I'll be around.
You better say hello, or else.
Otherwise, I'll be back here in 2 weeks.
I thought you were about to threaten people who don't show up.
My threats aside,
Otherwise, I'll show up traps.
let's give it to Michelle.
Hello, it's me, Michelle, and today I played Coral. Punching skunks in the nose, because that's what we do here. You can find me here in not this Sunday, but next Sunday for our finale of Blood and Currency. Otherwise, you can also find me with Dan at PAX U next week. No, this weekend, but next weekend.
We'll talk
Pass
a bit more about that in just a little bit, obviously.
Popcorn.
We'll pass it on along to last, but certainly very far from least. And I gave you time this time, so you got to figure it out. It's Lucian.
Hey, guess what? I forgot anyway. I'm Lucian. I played Thag Shrubs, a Rune Knight Fighter Hedge, and I got the usual Knights of New Avalon, the Blood and Currency finale coming up. We'll see. I got some stuff coming up personally as well, but that all depends. You never know. More info to be shared later.
Exciting times. Stay tuned for more of that. And of course, aside from that, friends, I'm young. I'm Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox Philly's finest. I play everyone who's not these 5 lovely forest folk. It's very fun doing that because they're really good at their jobs and I like playing with them. If you're looking for me on the internet, I'm at Young Foxy. It's YUNG_FOXXII. No, there's no underscore there. So if you can't find one, look for the other one. And the next place you're going to see me is going to be right back here in Let's Roleplay in a little bit of time after a brief vacation away for this weekend. Outside of that, the only things that I want to really plug right now, and it's already been plugged twice, so I'll mention it again, is of course next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, please come back for the absolute mechanized brawl that will be the Blood and Currency finale. It's gonna be a fucking mess, gang. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna blow up some robots. There might be some romance happening, and there will be some romance happening. It's a Foxy campaign. Outside of that, it's gonna be fantastic, gang. Then of course we'll see you right back here in 2 weeks exactly for Steel and Arbor, because I've never forgotten to be around here with you lovely folks, and it's been awesome being here. With that said, everybody, I'm gonna let you all take your leave for the evening. We've been Neon Lights Roleplay. This is Steel and Arbor. You have all been incredible. Take care of yourselves and have a good weekend, gang.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Thank you for watching tonight's episode of Steel and Arbor. If the story told by our cast resonated with you, consider joining our Neon Lights community. Find us on Twitch and YouTube, where you can find many other great tales woven by talented and diverse storytellers. Or on our Discord, where you'll find a community of like-minded punks discussing the latest developments in the stories told here. And of course, meet us back here in 2 weeks for the next installment